The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
They don't pick up the blitzers, and it's a sack.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
Returner decides to fair catch this. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Handoff from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's on the run. Launches deep.
Well, this is a great job by the offense here of spreading out the defense, creating those vertical seams. But you can almost feel the quarterback once he got this defense spread out. He had his eyes on one guy, his receiver, the receiver that can fly. Nice throw and another big gain.
Offense has reached the red zone now. It's a shotgun run call. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Well, nearly an interception here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 3rd down instead.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here. Makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the return man runs out of bounds. The Jaguars offense back on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They'll try the option play here. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now. Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Jordan. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the...
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to launch it deep again. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the mean green offense is back on the field now. Looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. He escapes the sack. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense.
And they heave it deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Running out of time in the pocket. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. An explosive gain, big play, moves the ball inside the 40.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Third down and 3. Try to make it 3 consecutive third down conversions. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 48 yards out. And that is no good. The lead remains 3 after that miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Here comes South Alabama's offense back out there. Takes the handoff. It's Young. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Mean Green. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The South Alabama offense back on the field now. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for a deep completion. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. An inside give now from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. No huddle here for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Jordan. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
That sack sets up an important 3rd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And that's in. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Trying for a fourth down completion. He's going to take another shot right here. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
Jaguars offense back on the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Handoff in a single back formation. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit, trying to knock it through from 48 yards away. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Trying it onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. Trying to build on a positive first half for this offense. Let's see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, told us about the receivers, and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Short throw complete to the tight end. Touchdown, North Texas. Made the defense look slow that time. A tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, Kirk, and they made him pay that time.
This tight end is so dangerous, and he's trying to remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from the secondary, but I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. Dropping back. It's Jordan. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football. Here comes South Alabama's offense back out there. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down now. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And now another deep ball here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him?
Just a great job.